Hello everybody, welcome back to training every single day. If you had to do one movement that I think would help out most people who are, new or beginners, is incorporating some rotational movements. Because like I say, the default for new people at the gym is like a bodybuilding style workout. And rotational movements train, inherently the whole body at the same time, which trains the movement patterns, where you can use the whole body as a single unit and incorporate it all with a balance and stability instead of compartmentalizing the whole body, like trying to build the body with parts when it actually acts as a whole all the time. If you train just the arms one day, then you train the legs the next day, then the pushing patterns, and then the abs on a different day. That's not how the body's used. When you use the body, you use the entire body all the time, except for, isolation movements. And are you training just to train harder so that you can train harder and it's just for looks? Well, if you are, that's okay. You can train just isolation movements, but understand that the patterns of movement are really where the magic happens. Being stronger doesn't help you if your technique is so poor that you end up falling, hurting yourself, or just not knowing how to move the body right. And a lot of injuries happen because I just see it every day. People don't know how to breathe well. Their back is all tight because their spine never moves. They don't know how to move their entire body. And if they do, they compound the problems by, training in isolation, just training the arms in just the frontal plane of motion, training the legs, training each body part like isolated when it's never moved in isolation, and then having each body part only used like on a certain day. And that ends up your body learns and adapts to that kind of lifestyle of training like that. And what happens is you can only move in the frontal plane of motion. You walk really stiff. You breathe vertically. You pick up the entire body with each breath, which is very inefficient and causes a lot of the muscles to tighten up. And when muscles are tight, they're weak. And when you have weak, tight muscles, which are synonymous, tightness, weakness, you end up having injuries. And that's what I'm really trying to avoid with this training. So all of my movements, I really try to incorporate the entire body in them. And then, obviously I train for some certain moves that are just for fun or for showing off, that kind of stuff. And the majority of it, comes from safety. I try to train the joints, try to train the movement patterns, and that overall I think will lead to the safest body, the most longevity, the most function, having stable joints, stable tendons, stable muscles that can all be protected by your brain, your patterns of movement that you do, the right technique, the right reactiveness, the right tempo. A lot of injuries happen in a quick tempo. A lot of injuries happen when you don't know the technique from a new movement and when something's new. So always challenging the movement patterns to adapt to new movements and to be used as a whole unit just spreads out the safetiness. So just a quick example, if you jump and only absorb the force with your knees instead of jumping, falling, and rolling and absorbing that impact across the entire body, that's the kind of safety that you can build with entire body movement patterns, which you can get if you train rotational planes of movement, which inherently incorporates the whole body. But anyways, I'm going to do this Hindu push-up more because it trains, the upper body and the legs at the same time. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.